if you could pick up the phone and make a call to the 20-year-old Gabor and give that young man a bit of advice, what would you tell him? Where was he getting his medical degree?
No, he wasn't. He was, at that time, his ADD was too powerful. He couldn't go to medical school yet.
Really?
Because that took more concentration and discipline than I was ready for. I didn't go to medical school till I was 28. So what do I say to the 20-year-old? Look inside. At that time, I was going to save the world through politics. Not to ignore the politics, but pay at least as much attention internally or more than you're casting on the outside. And you don't have to work so hard to be liked and loved. You're okay. Just relax, kid, you know, and allow life to come to you. You don't have to force it. And open your heart. Don't just focus on your clever brain so much. You know, open your heart and see what possibilities reveal themselves to you. And that it's not your fault. The way the world is, and even the way you are, it's not your fault. It's not a fault. Just accept yourself. Thanks for the opportunity to tell me myself that, by the way. I just
welcome.
Would love to get that 20-year-old on the phone.
Yeah, maybe I'm starting the healing process that'll continue in Peru. That's some good advice. On that same note, what is the best advice you've ever received in your life from a colleague, a coworker, a quote-unquote addict, anyone? Something that stood out for you?
You know, I'll tell you two things. One is I had an aunt who was a physician herself, and she had not wanted to be a doctor, she wanted to be a writer, but complying with her father's wishes, she went to medical school. And she was taken to Auschwitz, where she saw her parents taken in one direction, to the gas chambers, and she was sent in another. And very sensitive, very wounded soul. But she saw me much more clearly when I was young than I could see myself. And once she quoted Shakespeare to me, and I know it's a cliche, and I know that it's in the mouth of the character Polonius, in whom Shakespeare puts this phrase, it's even hypocrisy, but it's so true. And she said to me, she wrote to me, to thine own self be true. You know, I wish I had understood what that meant, but that's the best advice I got. And then when I was a physician, and but the part of me that wanted to write hadn't really expressed himself, because that was really in me, to write and to share something with the world. And I had a patient who used to be an English professor at the University of British Columbia. He was quite a well-known Canadian poet, Warren Tallman. And I said to him, when he came to the office once for a medical visit, I said, Warren, I want to write, but I don't know what. And he said, don't worry about it. He said, don't worry about it. He said, you will write when you have something to teach the world. And that's what happened. So those were the two, when you ask that question, those two incidents are evoked for me.
They're both very good.
Yeah.
Last part of that is to that 20-year-old that's out there listening to us right now.
Yeah.
You know, who wants to grow up and do some good in the world, to maybe help advance some of these thoughts and agendas and things like that. What advice do you give to them?
I'm not sure I understand your question now.
To that 20-year-old that's listening to us.
Yeah. Not myself now.
Yeah, not yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And someone that wants to, I don't know, get out there and make some of these changes we're talking about, to try to open up the world's eyes when it comes to the war on drugs, the way we consider addiction, the way we look at addicts, the way we look at our own behavior, and they want to make a difference in the world. Yeah. What advice would you give to them?
Yeah. Well, I would say that there's a lot of people out there who see the truth, but they don't control the media. and they don't write the scripts for most movies. So therefore, you might not get validation out there, but you have to believe in your own truth. And you have to deepen your relationship to your truth. And you'll connect with people that are also seeking the same truth as you are, even if they don't see it the way you do. So never be afraid of your own truth, and to explore it. Also, don't be afraid to let go of it if you find that there's a deeper truth that speaks to you. And at the same time, whatever you do out there in the world, do an equal amount of work internally. Because if you don't, your work in the world will not be as effective.
Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, learn from the best minds in the world, and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.